This is kind of a weird video to do, um, but I think it's good for me to do it. So, we're up to 31 subscribers now, and first of all, thank you to everyone who subscribed watching Donkey Kong. It was about 7 or 8 people we've gotten since Donkey Kong Country 2, um, and that's awesome. And I feel terrible because that series was doing really well, and I haven't been able to record for the last 3 weeks or so. Um, but to everyone who's stuck around or subscribed during this time, thank you for doing so. Um, I haven't been able to record or do any videos, but I think I'm good now. Some personal problems, some health problems, and some other problems. Um, and honestly, I just couldn't focus on anything. So I didn't make any videos. And it was upsetting because Donkey Kong Country 2 was doing really well and people seemed to like it. And it was probably one of my better series in a long time. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. But sometimes you just got to stop what you're doing and just kind of work on yourself and some things. Um, when I mentioned health problems, it's nothing life threatening as far as me and my doctors are concerned. It's just some issues um, that will affect me minorly for a while, maybe, but nothing too serious. Um, some other personal problems um, that, you know, I was always really afraid to share on the internet some of these things. But sometimes you got to stop pretending that certain things aren't a part of who you are and just accept them and own them. And so um, I just wanted to say to anyone out there who watches my channel, is it much, or if you come across this some other way, don't ever be afraid to get help or be honest about anything you're dealing with mentally. Um, it is too much for any one person to bear, usually, with these things. And a lot of times it can feel like it's stuck with you. But I've learned over the past few weeks I have some really amazing friends. And my family's always been amazing. Um, so, people in my life have put up with a lot from me lately. I've been a bit of a wreck. But I think the worst is over now. Um, I've done about all I can do, more or less. And anything that hasn't been done that needs to be done is already set in place to be done via appointments and whatnot. Um, but I think I'm ready to get back in the saddle here, and I'm ready to focus on this. I was having a really bad day yesterday, and I watched my top 10 songs in video games, and it feels really narcissistic. But I don't know, watching that video made me feel a lot better. I think it was just because I saw that I could make something that I was proud of. And I'll put the link of the video in the description. And if you haven't seen it, I really recommend you checking it out. It's probably the favorite thing I've ever done. Um, but I want to put something out there so that if anyone else has this issue, they don't think they're the only ones, or that you can't be honest about who you are. I have some health issues, and those are legitimate health issues, but most of it is increased and made worse by anxiety and panic attacks that I deal with constantly, um, uh, and depression. Um, and this might be like a weird video, and I don't know, someone might tell me, you probably shouldn't say this on the internet, but I don't know. I think it just needs to be said. And a lot of times I've gotten help from gaming videos on YouTube. Not like, not like advice necessarily, but just a reprieve from all the crap that you deal with. Lately, Super Beard Bros, which is Gerard the Completionist, and then Alex from the National Dex YouTube channel. That's their Let's Play channel. They've been playing Kaizo Mario 2, and that series has been a huge, what's the word, break for me. Anytime there's an episode, I sit down, I watch it, and they're usually about 30-minute episodes. And for those 30 minutes, I don't have any. There's nothing wrong. I don't have a problem. So that's why I started doing these. Is because a lot of times when I've had problems, watching someone else play a game for whatever reason has made me feel better. And I think it's partially because when I get in these times, it's hard for me to play certain games. It's hard for me to play most games. But I think I'm ready to get back in the saddle and work through the anxiety, work through the depression, work through all the things I'm dealing with. And I'm seeking help for anyone who's worried that I'm not. Don't worry, the proper steps have been taken or are in the process. But I just wanted to say that and share that because I feel like I've had to hide that for a long time. But I'm learning I don't have to hide it. And it's a lot harder to hide it instead of just being honest with who you are. And now, is that the defining part of me? Absolutely not. I don't think it's the defining part of anyone, but it is a part of me. And it's something I have to deal with. I think a lot of it comes from some other things that I just haven't addressed in my own life. And I'll actually probably talk about that somewhere down the road. I think May. I think it's May. I don't know. But yeah, so if you're watching this and you think you might have anxiety, you think you might have depression, you're afraid to go see a doctor, talk to a friend, don't be. I mean, if someone can't appreciate you for who you are, then they've made it really easy for you to know that they're not someone that needs to be in your life. And then if they are someone that needs to be in their life, they'll want to help. Now, they won't always know the right words. I have family members and friends who mean so well when they try to, talk to me about some of this stuff, and some of it is not, but that's okay because I know their heart's in the right place. So that's all I really wanted to say. I'm back. And I'm here to stay. And for the 31 of you that have felt I've been good enough to hit that subscribe button, thank you. It means a lot. It really does. And I hope if you haven't watched the top 10 songs video games, you'll watch it. Link will be in the description. Donkey Kong's coming back. And I will probably also start doing some Heroes of the Storm. I got into the Heroes of the Storm beta, and that has been the one game that I've been able to play. It's really easy for me to focus on for whatever reason. But thank you for anyone that subscribed and have stuck around. I know there's been certain times like this where I'll go 2 or 3 weeks without a video, and just know it's not because I don't want to make a video. I have wanted to make videos for 3 weeks, but I just haven't been able to. But it's time to get back on that horse again. Or Rhino, since I guess I'm playing Donkey Kong. But thank you guys for your support. If you think you need help or you need someone to talk to, YouTube has a messaging feature. Feel free to message me. If you think you might need help, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell your physician. And don't be afraid to get help. A lot of people deal with these things. I'm one of them. So, nothing to be ashamed of. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I will see you for more Ultima Plays in the future.